He went for an early boost outside of before the barrier went in, and that allowed him to immediately rush in through the B longs. Flips are able to at least get that punish, get that little bit of equalizer, the 1-for-1 trade. But that wall has already been used, and I know you have fancy boots, man, but you gotta hide it when there's gonna be people trying to take it away from you. One-way smoke from Benkai, just not making a good case for Boom to go to that A site, but they gotta do something here. And slower pace in the game might be good, but it's not good when PRX are bleeding outside their own side. Just look at them. Oh no!
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that was a big punish, and now Flipsitter, he's gonna be dropping down onto the side. PaperRex too, because they already saw that there were a lot of forces on Hookah.
Yeah.
But as Benkai didn't hear anything anymore, PaperRex's decision was just to rotate them to B long, thinking that maybe they would use that revive. But speaking of which, Benkai with the 3. Blaze. Oh no, he did not.
Not really as effective compared to that particular situation.
Yeah, and usually you'd probably have like a duelist there, you know, so you can just get out, dash away, maybe satchel away. But speaking of aways, fade away from Shiba. Oof, the run and gun with the Phantom. Nerf who? Not really. That's still a pretty damn decent weapon to use for mobility in action. I think is the best word to describe it. Shiba now going to be plugging up Hookah with a wall once again. Who can push through this? If you try to break it, there's going to be another slow. He's going to be waiting, and then there's one already behind him, Devi, who's already waiting at the precipice, but this gravity well takes him for a spin, takes him for a ride. Devi cannot capitalize, but that's allowed Forsaken to just rotate back. Wall will get thrown out, and they're looking to fight at this. Devi has taken a brunt of the damage, and they've called for Forsaken to look straight into the eyes of that long angle, leaving NC Slasher and Eeyore to try to make something happen outside of this window. But the big problem now is, as they try to drop down, there is a crossfire. Devi will finally get shut. But maybe, just maybe, this is the opportunity. Ooh, Forsaken misses the flick. The rotation will be spent, and this wall at least keeps them contained. And Boom, they have a good shot at this, but there is a lot, and I mean a lot of members, PRX, coming to go for this retake.
Slasher, though, he has something to say about that, Mr. Azrai. Now, he's bringing in the equilibrium here in terms of numbers. Forsaken, he does have a showstopper coming in clutch. Now it's going to be a 1-to-1 versus Forsaken, but this man,
other than just the smokes itself. Okay, that's going to be Forsaken. Everybody's just trying to run away. And as I mentioned it, they needed to use that gravity well, and they use it to utter perfection, claiming 2 victims. Boom is just going to be rampaging out of the site. There's going to be one playing outside, but it's going to be quickly dispensed. That's going to be Benkai with a trade for trade. Viper's been activated, and we got Mind Freak. We'll see how this Brain Bender tries to deal with the last 3, and a wall plugs him up. If he charges right through this, it's going to be difficult, but it's the last round of the first half, and all he really has to do is go for the fight. But once again, these stars from NC Slasher looking to be much better in this specific round. And it's like 3 people right on top.
Firing squad setup, Azrai.
Well, let's see if this firing squad can hit its mark. It's only one target. A little bit of a peekaboo. Oh, there they are!
Wait out that barrier orb, but they are going to be planning for showers. Very interesting take that we don't see very often. Forsaken playing that anti-flank does get Blaze.
Somebody has to try to deal with him. Look at the damage that he's done already. And Mind Freak, again, just holding another off angle here. And PaperRex, they're coming outside of showers, all squeaky clean. But it seems like it's a little bit dirty of a retake for Boom. We've left Asterisk to try to go for the defuse, but oh no. He should have just been defusing already because his opponent has the post plant, so he has to deal with this 2 versus 1. He's already dealt with the first, but he has to go through everything, but he just...
Worked out pretty well for them as Benkai taking down NC Slasher. Asterisk will be getting kill of his own. Mind Freak, though, cerebrally assassinates Blitzsugar.
I punish you.
Oh my gosh. Yep, this is difficult, to say at the least. There's going to be a quick peek out there by Eeyore. He almost finds a target, but in the end, it's going to miss It's elimination. That's going to be Blaze now. And got to remind, he's got to die here. So he's probably just going to be looking to go for those exit frags, if at all, if ever. And by that, I mean, again, the reason why he has to die is because you need those full round loss bonus. If you do not get eliminated on the round that you lose, you only get, what, 1,000 every single time that you do that. So that's not really what you want to happen. Blaze is going to be playing this super close angle. Shiba marks it, popping a couple of shots.
He's
barely
off by a pixel, as
barely, still surviving. Okay, wait, hold that thought.
Okay.
Blaze, he's spotted now, and Mind Freak for Boom. Forsaken, just creeping up his way here. Is going to be Shiva spotted. That's going to be the Buzz Lightyear weapon. That's not really going to find its mark because gets denied by the better Phantom, which is the Prime. Never mind, I actually like both, but still, my case closes in the end because Asterisk gets spotted. He's not going to have too much wiggle room here as he was getting marked by Benkai, and you're up close. They look big.
Have a very nice scoreline here as Eeyore just, showcasing his movement here as Forsaken is doing so. Beautiful use of the satchel right there. Benkai also doing a lot of work onto A-Sharp. I mean,
That
that's
was
how
the elevator
you use...
too. That's the elevator to death.
I mean, but honestly, for Forsaken, you got to give this man credit. We know we had reservations about him being on Raze, perhaps being less comfortable compared to his Jet, but he's doing a lot of work here.
That is definitely true. He is feeling it right now. And, well, the last bastion of hope, as we are on that nice scoreline of 6-9, with 8 HP, is at least watching on U-Haul here. And here comes the rotation. Here comes the retake from the rest of Boom. They do have, I think, the best time to be able to make this happen. But without the buy, or with Benkai still being alive, this is hellish, to say at the least. Eeyore finds a lurk. Forsaken gets 2. Shiba deeps into the kill pool. And we're left once again with Eeyore inside the smoke. And Forsaken, he's hearing the footsteps, but he makes the mistake of looking right behind him when his opponent was right in front of him. And Eeyore just does not have...
On Eeyore's shoulders here in the Viper Spit on a short. Well, that said, PaperreX is just going to completely avoid it here and go through showers Azariah with only 12 seconds left on the clock.
Makes a lot of sense since they do have the wall there, but what was the problem is, well, Eeyore's going to be dipping himself there. Yeah. Thinking since he's the one who's always looking for the entry, and having him have that ultimate once again is such a big thing. And speaking of big things, yeah, that's going to be a really dangerous position for both of the Boom players. One dazed, one sucked in. Blaze is going to be the one to try to hold him underneath the site. Benkai's going to be throwing some smokes here, and this could actually re-gravitate the rest of Boom to go back to B. There's no call for it just for now, but there it is. Oh, the fake flip shooter. He's second-guessing himself, but now I think Eeyore has spotted a couple. He's popping shots, laying some suppressive fire onto A-Short with his Bulldog, but that's not going to matter. But maybe Flipsitter can bring them out of a bad spot. Flipsitter! Here comes the showstopper. Here comes the Boom! And he keeps the dream alive. One more target.
Just walk into it.
Well, they waited a little bit here. Eeyore's going to be on the first contact, but he got a brunt full of PaperreX. NC Slasher wanted to make some, well, waves, but it seems like it got stopped immediately. Blaze and Asterisk. Oh, they're just going to be maybe looking for the save here. Or the wraparound. Either way could work, but it's a 4 versus 2. And you mentioned, Vim, that they don't really want to push through that. But look at how just a teeny tiny bit of waiting goes a long way. They also caught, I believe, Eeyore and NC Slasher, who wanted to get some positioning when the smoke came in, but that smoke was their safety net. And when that was gone, all bets are off, and PRX just found themselves their match point round.
Just team flashes, you know, why the hell not, right?
Why? Aster, the thin layer that is separating him from 3 members of PaperreX. Hungry to go get the kill. Oh, not again! He's sucked in! Oh, Aster's still surviving just because of the slow orb. I thought he was a goner here, Bim, but he still survives. He's still going to be able to make something happen in hookah, but the big problem is he has to make something happen right here, right now. Forsaken gets the refrag, goes back away, and the trades are coming aplenty. Flipshooter, though, able to intercept the spike, but he still has to deal with a 3 versus 1. He has a chance now, but the big problem, going up against Mindfreak, down to 56. Gonna throw the nade, double peek out. Nope, not just gonna be for a moment, but it's gonna be so huge. Double swing, and the last blow from Ben Kai will still secure the round in the end. Looking to be a good round for Boom, but nonetheless, blazing streak here. Oh, Shiba, his head almost spotted out. Devi, Flipster was waiting for a possible moment there, but it gets slapped immediately. And Forsaken, his blades will find its mark. His blades will be sharper. His blades might be the end for Boom, at least in this round. But the big problem there is... Actually, no. This is not the worst round for Boom now because it's their weak buy. So next buy will be at least another gun round for them.
Love the forward position taken by Shiba here. Takes out Blaze and Eeyore, but he's gonna get finished off by Asterisk with a classic at that. Although there's no chance he's gonna be able to secure that rifle. Just gonna be running, at least maybe try to get the spike plant for the extra creds and the ult orb as well. Maybe get an extra frag, but no.
These walls from Boom, smoke walls will not last long, and they only have 30 seconds to claim a site, plant that spike down, and see where this goes. But look at all this denial. They brought, though, the spike all the way to A. It was a feint to B, but Ben Kai is also on the delay. Does not fool the rest of paperrex here. Has to deal with the one person. He's wide swinging, and that plant is still gonna look good, but Ben Kai converts with the 2-man spray down. Let's get it on for paperrex. He activates the ultimate, and they have to push through this because that defuse is coming. It's gonna be so difficult, and only Blaze to come in all the way from back. He does not have his ultimate. Does he have a lineup all the way in jail? But it seems like the Warden will keep him in his prison, in his cell, and that is gonna be a defuse for paperrex.
Such a sight to see when he pulls off those crazy shots.
Speaking of crazy shots, holy mother of mercy.
Saying, Azrai.
Oh, he's just moving through the... How do you say this? He's jumping hoops, man. He's just going through the motion, and he's hitting all the shots. Blaze is a bit of a bastion of hope, but with about a sliver, that's waiting on at least a pick here from Forsaken. He's not going to use his Tailwind, so that could be used later on to the round, but this is a perfect take here. As you mentioned, default handling by the rest of Boom. Forsaken, he's pushed all the way forward, trying to go for a no-scope. Not gonna matter, but still charging in. Shorty, he's gonna have a melody in that head. Flipshooter has to charge in, but it's not gonna matter.
There he goes, he's jumping around again.
Yeah. And that's always the issue when you're up against a Jet, right? It's the mobility that she gives you. You feel like you're a
land. That's his home.
Right here.
Well, he is no man. He is Forsaken. I can already feel Twitch copy pastas coming out. But yeah, it's not only Forsaken and friends. You know, there is the rest of paperrex that translate rounds into victory, like Ben Kai and Devi. They've been on fire as of recent. But you know what? Boom, this is a team that is resilient. They like to fight. They're nitty and gritty. And they've been converting a lot of the rounds for themselves, especially when Flipshooter is already about to hit that, I believe, 30 bomb. In any case, it's going to be the 4v3. Forsaken has got on top, and what the damn hell was that shot? He's got up above, and he hits down below, and another one. Give him another one, why don't you? And paperrex are one round away from equalizing, from just going... Well, you know, we do love our 11-11s as Southeast Asians, because we know that's time for big sales. Will we get ourselves a nice little sale of...
30 seconds.
I'm also trying to build attention, man. Just in a different way. Shiba catching that quick rotation, though. So Sova drone timely. Mindfreak, yep, he's hearing it. It's the pain train, but this is 20 seconds on the clock, and they are really rummaging through. Oh, this is going to be a eye poppy moment. They're right across, but there is just two sharks waiting in the chummy waters. as the rest of paperrex goes in wild and hard. It's going to be Benkai right on top, and Asterisk cannot go and plant down this spike. He's already been spotted, and even if he can get a kill, there is just no...
It's just absolute nuts.
Get out of my
Forsaken is just a legend at this point in time. How do you make a name for yourself, you ask? And this man has been dead set on making a name for himself, not living in the shadow of his older brother, Excurate. You become immortalized when you play out of your mind at the biggest stage of the world, VCT. But as I say that, Blitzjitter is going to get taken down by Mind Freak. Huge, huge momentum for the side of paperrex right now.
No, it always goes by my mind that Forsaken is the brother of Excurate, and Excurate's one of those crack players that has been somebody that I've also been like looking forward to way back when. But it just goes to show, you know, who introduced, when you go into that interview and they say, who introduced you into playing competitively? Oh, it's my older brother. And it's always that little bit of storyline. Speaking of storylines, can Boom keep themselves afloat in the upper brackets, or is it paperrex to push themselves to match point? Seems like it's looking to be the latter. 3 versus 5, and there still hasn't been any sort of foothold here by Boom on the B side. Not even the plant.
One enemy remaining.
That's coming on here. Asterisk takes down Divide, but it's all down to him, left to his own devices. He even gets a 2K, but it's a 1v3. It's only down to 24 points. The point is, huge comebacks like this can happen because of that very deceptive, cursed scoreline in the rounds when the sides swap here. But it's still not done. Can Boom bring this to overtime against PRX?
Whoa.
That's pretty tricky.
What is that? Why is he orange?
Yeah.
Did he activate his Super Saiyan Kaioken mode?
That looks like a Kaioken.
Times 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I thought you don't watch anime. How did you know that?
I grew up with DDC. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if this will grow into a 12-12. Mind Freak is already at the push, and again, finding inside that Viper split diminishes your health, making you easy targets for your opponent. But it's looking slightly fair. 2-3. Flipsitter is super low, but he is brought back up to just 50. Never mind, he's actually still pretty low. And they need to convert this, but there's a lot of walls, there's a lot of coverage that is blocking them. You have to pick up this spike right now, able to upgrade the weapons, and they could rotate back if ever they want to, Vim. 40 seconds on that timer, but the sights are set. And this is 2v2 on the site specifically. He's looking straight in front. He's not going to miss a chance. And Flipsitter, well, newest addition, NXL Liga game. Sees the head, pops it off. One coming in from right behind. It's going to be Forsaken. Doesn't know that somebody is going to be screening him. And final strike as we go and end this series 2-0.